All right. So football has been dark. United Liverpool, the game has ended 3-2. We're here to talk about it for a little bit because I wouldn't say it's a devastating loss. It doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things. I think we're both nailed on for Champions League football at this rate anyways. But obviously it's never good to let United get one over us in these sort of occasions. It's the
Three
first
two
time
double.
yeah, it's the first time they've done the double over us in probably like a decade.
Yeah,
It's been a
yeah.
I don't remember
while.
the last time.
And yeah, we got a new cast today. Obviously Sandeep's not here. We got Drew, another Liverpool fan, and we got Solo, a United fan, who we don't usually have on the podcast. And obviously we got
Not for a
Tunde as
long,
well.
not for a very long time.
Yeah. So let's talk about the game, lads. How did we think it went? Was there any tells? I don't really think there was much to really gather from the game, but
Yeah.
was there any talking points you think?
I think like the past couple games for United, it hasn't been a great performance for us,
Yeah.
but we're just going over the line. You understand? And plus, we're playing a second string Liverpool team.
Yeah.
You know.
I think the context does matter a bit. Yeah, our front
exactly.
line
Yeah,
that we
Exactly.
filled
That
it
front
up.
line was.
I mean, when you're playing Jeremy Frimpong as a right winger, it's never ever
Oh
going to go
my
well, is it?
goodness.
I mean, obviously you've got a lot to say on him, Frimpong.
yeah.
I want to ask you. So, do you think he's been a good signing for us? Do you think he's going to look like a good signing for us
Um,
going forward, or should we just give up?
I think it just depends on where you want to play him. If you want to play him as a right back, his actual position, he's a backup right back. He's not a starting right back.
Yeah.
He's not a right winger, and I repeat, he is not a right winger. You cannot play him there. I don't care. I understand he wanted a bit of pace up front. Gakpo's not the fastest. Works isn't the fastest, but you have Rio on the bench. Play him. Play
Yeah.
Frimpong in his natural position. If you want to play Curtis Jones, McAllister can come off. I think the setup was just wrong. From
And
the get go, it was just wrong.
we watched it together. Like when as soon as Rio came on,
There was a
every
lot more
time
right,
we
yeah.
were all on the like we
The
thought that's
energy,
the
the
yeah
energy
that's
was
the
there.
only time I was like okay
Yeah.
Rio will
it might
take like Frimpong, you see him take a man on, he doesn't get anywhere.
yeah
He loses the ball, or it's gone for a throw in,
He
or it's gone backwards.
you know what it is with him? He's just too small. First, he gets handled by everyone. There's not a single player in the league that I don't think could just barge him off the ball. I think there was a point where
Like Aiden Heaven
yeah, Aiden Heaven,
Ah,
his headband came
like,
off.
barged him off.
I don't think it's
Headband
that.
came off. Is that I think his
He's so
he-
no, he's a one-dimensional dribbler.
yeah, it's very much just kick it around his fullback when he's playing as a winger and just try out pace.
Like, he's got pace, he's got
Yeah.
agility.
Yeah, he's got a good
He's the same,
he's got a
same
good ball
size
on
as
him.
Rio, but
Yeah, but you see the
he can't
tactic
do
yesterday.
nothing.
He's 5'1", the smallest player on the pitch, and you're playing long balls to him.
Yeah.
How is he gonna?
You know,
it
that's
doesn't
that's the
make any
thing.
sense.
So we didn't play towards his strengths, obviously, which stems from the manager again. It's another thing that we've been complaining about is why on earth are you playing long balls over the top to a guy that stands tall at 5'2"? It doesn't really
I
make
don't think I've
sense.
seen him win a header.
Yeah, but then also, I mean, we saw him at Leverkusen playing as a wing back. Essentially, I think the problem stems from if you want him higher up the pitch, you need someone next to him so he can make the overlapping run to
Yeah,
give him space.
Yeah.
I
If he
think
gets the ball to feet,
you see those 1-2s like plays with Works.
yeah,
That's his type of
it's-
play. He needs it's a give and go. But
yeah.
he can run onto the ball rather than receive it to feet. Try to do something.
I feel
Yeah.
like
He can't do that.
in modern day football, he's not a winger.
He's not a winger.
He's not a winger.
He's not a winger.
You know,
but he's
he
not
could
a
be
right back either.
No, but he
What is he?
no, 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 but when I say winger,
I couldn't tell you.
The winger's supposed to get you like goals in this day and age. Like compared to
Yeah,
Salah,
of course,
even though you
of
man don't like
course, I hope so.
Gakpo, like Gakpo
Yeah.
is a goal threat.
Yeah,
Like
no,
winger, no, like wingers in this day and age, they're like that, innit?
He's a threat.
Nah,
The
nah.
Liverpool Football Club. That's what Gakpo is.
No, but compared to football like 15 years ago, where your right
confidence defenders.
your right midfielders were just there to provide width and get crosses in
Yeah.
and be an overlap. They're basically what fullbacks are, but you just don't have to defend.
You know, it's experimenting post Salah. It's trying to figure out what happens when you've had the same guy in the same position for the last 8 years at the club, 9 years at the club. It's very hard to then just
transition,
randomly,
innit?
just
Yeah.
adjust. It's hard to get used to, but I do think it's very, very obvious that Frimpong at right wing was probably
Not the-
not the way
that was not
forwards.
Frimpong's gonna love Crystal Palace. Like after this
Yeah.
season, I don't think he's there much longer.
He's gonna laugh Fulham. He's gonna join up with it. Won't be yes, sir. They're all gonna be on the train together.
Those guys look like they have a lot of fun.
Yeah, just watching other teams.
Sold our league, man. They
I
sold
think,
our league.
the thing is, I think he works in a certain game state.
Yeah,
If you're chasing a lead, 1-0 up, he cannot be a starting player.
yeah,
If he's on the bench, with one goal down, you need to bring on. You're trying to attack, just attack.
Yeah.
That's his game state. That's where you bring him on. He'll hold that width. He can, whether your natural winger, cut in a bit, if we had a Salah replacement, for example, cutting a bit to provide a width, and it works. But that's not the game state we're always in. He can't
Yeah.
play the full 90.
Yeah.
He has to be up. I think he has to come off the bench.
Yeah.
Has to come off the bench.
Moving on to United, because obviously they were the team that won. There's one guy signed a new contract recently. Been freed up for the last half of the season.
That's my
Well,
future
um,
guy, bro.
he-
Him, him, Palmer, Caicedo.
Relax, because you
Wait.
ain't got funds.
Lovely.
Yeah, we'll get on to
Lovely.
it
Lovely.
later on. But I want to talk to you about Kobe, man. I mean, listen, he's the guy.
Before I start talking about Kobe, I just want to say, like, this guy would tell me Lavia starts over Kobe. He got subbed off 56 minutes today. Meanwhile, my boy got man of the match. So
Bro, stop living in the present. Like, come on, bro.
But how big is Kobe for United, man? Like obviously he's come in since Amarim left. He's finally been freed. He's been given freedom again, and it's clear he's changed your team because he changes the way you play. He gives you a bit more stability in the midfield.
Yeah.
You know, you feel a bit more safe when he's on the ball because of the way he receives the ball. He's a lot more comfortable compared to Ugarte, for example.
Yeah.
How do you feel? How do you feel about him?
I think you put it perfect because our other two midfielders, as good as they are, sometimes they are erratic. They want to make the crazy first time pass or
Yeah.
whatnot. But then you see Kobe, like even when he gets the ball in tight spaces, you just know, okay, he's gonna get us out of this. So I think settling down that midfield has probably been like one of the biggest things to help us. Like
Yeah.
some of these wins, you understand? Because
I think that midfield balance, especially
Yeah.
Casemiro is there. Kobe's technical enough to move the ball forward, and then
Yeah.
Bruno has that creativity to find that final pass. It's
Yeah.
such a balanced midfield.
literally so
They all complement each other really well.
And then the other guy I wanted to ask you about was your striker. So obviously we watched the game together. Couple chances he had, he probably should have buried, but he got his goal
Yeah.
via handball. Some would say. How do you feel about him? Because you know what, I think he's quietly having a better season than what people will say
Expected,
numbers wise. When you put into perspective of like the narrative around Sesko start of the season was like the Grimsby game where like people were saying he was shying away from taking a penalty during a shootout. Is this guy even going to start for United? He was holding bench a lot of the time under Amarim. He's come in, he's slowly scored important goals for you lot recently, especially in your charge for like securing Champions League. He's been in and around that the score sheet for a lot of your games. I want to talk to you about him because I think the potential is there. The main talking points going into the season was obviously strikers wise, it was João Pedro, Gyökeres, and Ekitike.
Yeah.
We're looking at Sesko now. Where does he fit into that ranking? Where would you put him amongst those strikers?
I still do think is the worst of the three,
Okay.
but at the same time, it's they all offer like different it's because like João Pedro, Ekitike, they can create their own chances and shots. I always say Sesko's one of those players. The less time you give him to think, the better he is.
Yeah.
Like he's got all the right facilities. So like when you ping in a ball and he hits it first time, that's him to a T. But whereas the other two, you know, they can create, like you saw the bicycle kick today. It was essentially him flicking up to himself, you know, and then assists as well. Those other two still do get assists. But in terms of our team and what we have, plus given our wingers, I'm completely fine with what he offers in that state. But yeah, as individual player, the other two are still.
Do you think he's a nailed on starter for you now?
Yeah,
I think
it has to be.
Because I think we were talking about it yesterday. Your lineup, because you play once a week, your lineup is pretty much the same week in, week out. I think he found the lineup, the midfield and the attack. The defense chops and changes, but that's because of like suspension, injuries. But I think overall you've got a nice, solid foundation to build on next year.
The only thing I'll say, you called him. So essentially, what we're getting at here is Sesko is a bit of like an instinctual striker, right?
Yeah.
My only qualm with that is I used to say that about Nunes a lot. If you don't give him time and it he doesn't have all the time in the world, but when he's 1-on-1 on goal, for example, he won't overthink things. Just hit. It normally goes in, right? What will get frustrating about that later down the line is because you've got Bruno in your team and he's feeding your attackers constantly, and you saw it in the game against us. When he's got nailed on chances where you think you've got to bury that, but he's got too much time to think
So make the
about
most
the
of it.
shot. Those are the ones that will frustrate you the most.
But
And
I think how old is Sesko? I feel like
he's at 22,
young.
23.
I feel like you've been short.
Yeah.
We said the same thing about Nunes when he came across. Very young.
We gave him 3 years, bro. Nothing changed. Nothing changed.
I've got time for him. I've got time for him. Honestly, I think the thing is we'll see. Like now we're not playing 40 games.
Yeah.
next year.
You
I
know.
I think that's the big test. Like
Yeah.
especially rotation. Like in Buemo and Ahmad, I feel like they're still drunk from AFCON.
Yeah.
So I think we need to really address certain things. in the team.
Ahmad
But
doesn't drink, by the way.
but in terms of one, like he is one player that I just feel like,
Yeah.
you know,
I think, yeah, especially considering your striker problems in the past.
yeah,
Hoyland, rubbish. But Sesko, you can see, like,
It's okay.
room to improve.
Yeah,
but-
There's fundamentals. There's fundamentals
Yeah.
there.
yeah,
Yeah.
literally.
All right.
literally.
Moving on from the Liverpool United game. You didn't know this was coming. But we're going to talk on Chelsea.
Yes.
Because as the time of recording this, the game has just finished. Chelsea versus Nottingham Forest. Don't worry, we have time, bro. We have time.
Yeah.
3-1 the score ended. João Pedro scored your first goal
Yeah, joke.
in, what was it?
9
What did we
hours?
say?
9
Yeah,
hours.
9 hours.
9 hours.
It was your first goal in 9 hours in the league. Obviously, since the last time we recorded, Rafinha got sacked. You've got in McFarlane, is that his name?
Yeah, yeah.
You're just a bit of a joke club. Like, we're looking at it. Chelsea are mathematically out of Champions League spots now.
Okay.
It's
Not
a
big surprise.
failure of a season. You spoke to us
What, failure?
at the start of the season.
Nah, nah.
You spoke to us at the start of the season. You said to us, Chelsea should be getting a trophy and securing top 5 spot for
We can
Champions
still
League.
do that.
That is your aim.
We can still do that.
How are you going to secure top 5? Where are you getting top 5 from? You're mathematically out.
No, no, but like
So-
trophy,
and trophy. You think you're beating City on the? You
trophy
think you're
and
beating
sixth.
City?
Trophy and sixth.
Trophy and 6th. Good one.
I think you're entering that period of
No, we're in
like,
our
like United, like
No,
United.
we're in
where-
our Arsenal period.
no,
Worse-
no,
it's
no,
worse
no,
than
no,
United.
no, because it was paper over cracks with our trophies. You understand?
No,
Our
Arsenal.
trophies meant nothing in the grand scheme of
No,
things.
I think
if you're
ours
being
is
a
gonna be
serious-
worse.
Then
Yeah.
oh,
You know
I
what
think
you're entering?
Arsenal Wenger period.
No,
That
you know what
transition
it
from-
reminds me
what?
of? It reminds me of them under Ten Hag. You
Yeah,
know how Ten Hag
yeah.
was going on interview saying, "I'm the second most successful manager in England,"
Yeah.
because he was winning
yeah.
the FA Cup and the Carabao Cup against flipping City and Newcastle. That will be Chelsea looking back on it.
I
World
don't think-
champions
I
of
don't
what,
think-
bro?
I don't think it's the same.
Bro,
I
You think
you
it-
guys
he
are
thinks it's
overhyped.
worse?
I think you guys have overhyped those 2 trophies you won last year.
yeah,
I don't
Came
think
with
massive.
no,
massive
there's no-
expectations,
There's no reason.
but nothing
No,
to back that up.
there's no reason to overhype it. It's exactly. It was a good season.
It
By-
was a
by-
good season.
No, by normal. No, last season, normal Chelsea standards, it was a good season.
No.
So,
Oh,
no, no,
The
no,
Conference
no.
League is a
No,
given.
listen,
bro.
listen,
The
no,
Conference
listen,
League is a
no,
given
listen,
trophy,
listen,
bro.
listen to what I'm
Well,
saying. This is what I'm saying. The normal Chelsea season, even with Abramovich, was not great. It's not bad. There have been seasons where we've won an FA Cup, we've won a Europa League, a conference, and a Club World Cup, and getting top 4 is a good season.
Compared to the season that you
no,
had
no,
before that,
No, for me, I'm not talking for other Chelsea fans. For me, it's a good season.
Okay.
No Chelsea fan, go from the start of the season, no Chelsea fan can think, let's run this again and
Yeah.
replace those 2 trophies with an FA Cup, League Cup, or whatever.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not gonna come and say we're still good and blah blah blah. I think we're shit. I can't stand the club. It's
Yeah,
pissing me off.
Can
The
you,
own
can you tell me a couple players that are like grinding your gears at Chelsea Football Club right now?
Palmer's lost it.
Palmer's lost it.
Oh, is it?
Are we there now?
Oh no
Maybe.
way!
This is stage
No
5.
way.
We got there finally.
Oh,
so what? Your star boy? What you want him gone? Is it that
No,
sort of
I
situation?
don't
or
want
you
him
just
gone.
accepted he's just been rubbish this season? Because I mean,
That
we've been telling you,
those 18 months he had is expired.
bro. We saw the signs.
No,
We saw
but
the
it's
signs
not.
from last
It's
season.
not. It's a thing where, like, you see how Saka was at the start of the season.
Yeah.
People were saying like he's not good no more. The same
Yeah.
the same way how you talk about Foden. If you talk about, it'll be like prime Foden, prime Palmer.
Yeah.
Now it's like yeah, prime Palmer. I don't think
Yeah.
that's happening
Well,
anytime
Prime
soon.
Palmer, the guy's 23,
Yeah.
bro.
No, but
Why
it's
would you
true.
prime? Why would you see your prime?
He has had a good performance in
He
a
had a
long,
12-month
very
long
long time.
bro.
He peaked early. I don't think
Yeah,
ever reached
Yeah.
reach.
those
Yeah,
levels again.
Because even in our bad period, yeah, I think Hatter's been playing well. Even though we've lost so many games in a row, he's been playing good. Enzo Fernandez is playing good. João Pedro is a great player. And after that, it's here and there.
Do you think Chelsea go downhill after this season? Because I mean, you're looking at it. You don't
No.
know right now. You don't know who you're bringing in,
Yeah.
No.
and also from what we've seen recently in interviews, for example,
Uh-huh.
some players want out of the club.
Yeah, can't.
I wouldn't be surprised if other players come out and they don't want to be in the
Calm.
club anymore. For example, I don't know, Palmer might leave. I don't know if that you care that much about that.
Nah, I
You
do-
got
I do
players like
care.
Delap at your club,
Yeah, oh
Subject
my
49, Garnacho's at your
Oh,
club.
them,
Oh
them,
my
bro. There's
God.
too,
Pedro Neto.
there's too many players.
Like-
I don't. The only reason why I don't think it will get downhill in terms of us finishing like 15th, like
I'm not saying
Or
50.
da-da-da.
I'm saying like your
It's-
club gets comfortable outside of the top 5.
I know. I don't think they will get comfortable. From a fan's perspective, from an outside perspective, it looks like they are, but there's always change at the club. They're always trying to correct
No,
the mistakes they're doing
that
with
is what
with
Yeah.
further
Remember,
mistakes.
they
Yeah,
finished
that's the
12th
thing, though.
before,
So it's
they
not.
always bounce
Yeah,
back up.
yeah. So it's not like Arsenal.
I don't.
No,
I
no, I'm
don't
just
think
saying.
Wait,
wait,
bounce
like-
No,
back
but I
up.
don't think it'll be like Arsenal, where it was like the Cronkies were just happy getting Champions League, and Wenger was there for time. Same recruitment and it was the same for Tottenham with what's his name, Daniel Levy.
Yeah.
With us, it's sporting directors getting changed, managers getting changed. We'll buy another young kid. It will be the same upheaval again. This time next year, Chelsea might go for another 4 managers, and we might be sitting in 8th,
But this is my
in
but
maybe
you keep trying a load
maybe
of
with
things
a cut.
and hoping something sticks.
I know.
But is that I don't think that's the right way to go.
It's
about
not.
it.
It's
You
not.
should have a plan in place.
It's not the right way.
Yeah,
This is the way I
before-
want to do things, and that's how I'm going to do it. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, I don't think you can keep chopping and changing. Like
Yeah.
that.